I got an email from one of our toasties out there, and I went ahead and put in my notes right here so I could find it easily instead of having to dig through stuff. And this is from Paulette, and Paulette says, have you guys talked about the Kesha situation yet?
Kesha.
Kesha. If not, I don't know how to pronounce that dollar sign.
It's $$ha.
Dollar sign ha. If not, I'd like to hear your opinions on it, since you guys usually take the time to go deeper than most people on the internet, at least the people that I know, which is a valid question because a lot of people on the internet, I mean, you can get people rallied up, and it just takes a few comments from from the right or wrong people to get people, as we like to say, on a bandwagon. Now, Kesha. She's 28 years old, platinum winner. You know her from songs like
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. Yeah, or Die Young.
Your love is my drug.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And as my man over here, Corey, said, TikTok.
That album was trash, man.
Was it really?
Animal was horrible.
Yeah, which was that? What was the album that got?
That was Animal.
Was that? Because I actually like that song a lot, man. TikTok, but what can I say? Anyway, but it's not about the music at the moment, Corey. Come on, son. Come on.
Okay.
I like the song. Sorry,
I'm not judging you for it.
Yeah, you are.
You're defending yourself before I say anything.
You really didn't say anything.
I don't know, man. Your smile.
It was.
Wonderful judgment coming from
Man, he's oozing judgment. When a dude sit up here and just look at you, I ain't judging you with words. But anyway, there's more important things to handle.
Right, of course,
to talk about here.
Indubitably.
So what's the deal? What's going on with Kesha? Well, there's this story that's going on out there, and a lot of people have heard it. It's on the internet. It's making all the news rounds. And they say that she says she has finally came out and made open accusations that her producer, Dr. Luke, assaulted her sexually, even raped her.
Oh, thank God he wasn't black.
No, especially with Doctor, right?
I thought it was Luke from 2 Live Crew.
2 Live Crew.
The story, I was like, uh-oh.
Which I would believe that in a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Dr. Luke. Actually, Dr. Luke, who is Dr. Luke? Well, he's actually a Jewish guy. Lucas Sebastian Gottwald. At least I think he's Jewish. The only thing I'm mad at him about right now is that he's another fucking doctor, in music. Like, I would love to see one doctor in music who actually can practice medicine besides weed.
Yeah, this woman is choking. Dr. Dre, can you save her?
I can make a beat for her while she dying.
Let me call Dr. Arthur Gynecologist.
Yeah, I can do a soundtrack to her death right now. And this guy actually, he did practice medicine. He was a weed dealer back in the day. And the thing that makes this such a big deal is that this is not about actually the sex or the alleged sex acts that happened, the illegal sex acts that happened. This is all about her wanting to get out of her contract with Dr. Luke right there.
With Sony.
With Sony. And so this goes to court, and I think there's an injunction that happens, and that's Dr. Judge, who is a woman, Dr. Judge, if that's her, I just looked up a picture, I hope that's her, Dr. Judge Shirley Kornreich. And she went in and she said that it was all about the contract. She said that Kesha's filing would require the court to decimate a contract that was heavily negotiated and typical for the industry. In other words, if this was about rape or if this was about sexual assault, we could say something, but it's about your contract and it is binding.
Yeah, that's the one thing judges have to, or at least are supposed to, kowtow to. It's like, look, it's the law. I feel for you. I would love to do right by you.
Yeah.
By everything written here.
But it's the law.
Yeah, it's nothing I can do. And people seem to I don't know, Sony seems to do bad business with people. Because they
got Michael Jackson, boy.
Well, yeah, and everybody laughed at Michael Jackson, but there's a lot of people who have desperately tried to get out of their contract with Sony. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not unusual for a lot of artists to get into it with their labels or their studios. As we all know, for a long time, a lot of people still don't realize that Prince changed his name. Mm-hmm. Because, and here we have his Prince's album cover popping up right here.
The artist.
The artist formerly known as Prince. He had to change his name, change his face. Some people didn't even recognize his ass. Wow. I said, funny, Prince looks just like me.
Well,
But
now, I don't know all the details, but I know a lot with Prince. He was like, man, I'm making all this music, and y'all only release my albums once a year. And they were like, yeah, we want the one out to sell as much as it can. They put out the one after that. He's like, no, I'm making all this music.
like, man, I shit music. I'm Prince.
Yeah.
He's got like a vault full of
Yeah.
music.
Yeah,
he doesn't
but
come
the
out
thing
with.
is, like, the albums he made after he left Warner Brothers were never as good as his Warner Brothers albums.
No, I can attest to that.
It's like, man, you know what? Y'all needed that balance.
Y'all
with
should
each
have put
other.
him in chains, and not let him out. A lot of things have happened where you had the internet blew up. Katy Perry gave your girl $250,000 so that she could go ahead and take care of her fees, her legal fees.
Good.
What's her name? Lena Dunham came out and wrote about it in her newsletter, saying that women are still not able, even when they're big, well-known figures themselves, not able to go out and challenge more powerful men. And you also have who else was out there? You also have some guys who tweeted out there, hey, if you want to work with me, I'll produce for you, and we'll just kind of slip it onto the internet.
I got to tell you guys though, Kesha's always kind of been an asshole.
I said I knew she'd have.
She has.
complete
I
different
used to work in
opinion.
radio, and I worked in promotion, so we would have to fulfill their writers and the things that they would request when they came down for like concerts and stuff. And the things that she would request was kind of annoying. It wasn't like a whole list, but her list was very specific to the point where I was like, "Fuck this girl." One thing about Kesha though that's like kind of cool, she has a very incredibly high IQ, like 185 or something like ridiculous. Like the girl's super smart. So it sucks that she got like stuck in this contract, but sometimes in music you do, and it sucks.
Okay, so this guy has not just worked with Kesha, but he's worked with a lot of people. I can't even name the whole list, but just to name a few, like Katy Perry worked on this song. And the most controversial tweet came out from this person, Kelly Clarkson. She put a tweet out there saying, it's not for me to come in and say, and I'm paraphrasing it, to say something bad about someone, so I won't say anything about Dr. Luke. I mean, has anybody else accused Dr. Luke of any kind of sexual indiscrepancies?
That's my biggest thing, because I don't know if anybody else is coming out against him. And the issue is the way I saw how this timeline went was I want to get out of my contract. And then they were like, no, you're not going anywhere. And then this story came about. So, like, it seems like, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be like, oh, she didn't, she's just trying to get out of a contract, because I don't know what goes on behind closed doors. But it's still that air of, like, are you just
Manipulation.
bringing this accusation up
Yeah.
because you want to get out of your contract, and this will be the easiest way to do it?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not trying to defend somebody who's who might allegedly be a pure rapist. She said, I was raped. I was drugged and raped by this guy. There's no proof at all. It really is, and I hate to say this about rape all the time. Unfortunately, this is it. But there's always going to be a he said, she said, unless there's some really strong evidence.
Right.
And she's saying it happened like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
And
10 years
that's not
ago.
gonna work. That is not going to work.
And
Signed
her
a
mother,
contract, so.
and the first accusations came up were not even about rape. It was like her mother said, "You're giving my daughter psychological harm.
Yeah.
She's becoming bulimic because you called her a refrigerator, and she's trying to, she's getting this complex now about being too fat. She's doesn't want to eat because of her self-image now. But if there's no proof, why is everybody? And this is just a question, but why is everybody quick to automatically say that this guy is guilty already? And like, we believe you, Kesha. We're on your side. If there's no proof about what this guy's done, maybe he's an asshole.
Did we
I don't
talk
know.
about this yesterday?
What? Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, fill me in, man. What's up?
Because it is like, the people who, like, everybody wants to prosecute bad guys, but there's too many people going after soft targets and so anxious to be a superhero or a white knight and get on this, that yes, oh, here's something, and I can tweet, I can exercise the minimal amount of effort on my part to crucify somebody who I think is bad, to even the score for things that have happened before.
And this guy did come out and he said, "Look, it's a business thing. These are lies. These are things that I did not do. She's trying to actually, come in and give me a bad image because
Oh
of this
yes,
whole
that's
contract."
what I would expect a rapist to say.
Well,
Yeah, and that's what it is. Yeah.
And like the other thing is, like, Sony was like, we will give you different producers. You never have to work with them again if that's what you want. No, I want to be out of my contract. So
And see, that's,
wait a second.
And that's the deal right there, because she's Sony has and has told her, you can, and Luke has said, you can work with other people. You can work with different producers. Now, her thing is, and I guess if what she says is true, she says, I don't want to do that because if I work with other people, it's still going to be under Sony, and my money's still going to be going to somebody that violated me. And I don't want any of my money going to this person. I don't want any money.
Get over it, bitch. You signed the contract. Move on.
Damn.
I'm sorry, but you got. If I was her,
How's that
you got 7 albums to make, bitch. Get in the studio, get in, and get the fuck out. I'd be on it, working out, making songs, dancing, choreographing. 7, boom, gotta go.
Look, I kind of agree with that. I was like, it's
Shut up.
no, I'm no.
It's business.
But do you understand what I'm saying? I'll be like, look, I'm not in her position, so I don't know if nobody raped me yet, so I don't know if I want to pay that person. But I would think, like, if I really want to get out of this, do I want to drag this out? But now she has maybe she does, because now she has public opinion on her side. The internet is on her side. Yeah. The fans are on her side. So to drag this out might be a great thing. I would think before it would be just like, hey, look, let's settle out of court. I'm going to pay you whatever you need. I'm going to give you some money.
Make friends with this guy. Like, befriend your enemies. I'd be like, okay, the one guy that is in control of my contract, I would be like, let me butter his ass up now.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to make friends with your rapist. If it
I
did
think she's
happen.
talking about not the rapist, but the guy at Sony.
No,
that holds
okay,
her
yeah, even
contract.
if he's a rapist, whatever. Make friends with him. You get more
Okay.
with fucking sugar than vinegar.
Okay,
Or whatever.
I told the two of y'all to shut up.
You want to be in hey.
I understand what you're saying there, but keep in mind, like you say, all right, if you're an artist, you're like, just grind these 7 albums out. Like Martin just said, like Sony's not gonna let her come out with
No,
7
I
albums in
understand
1
that.
year.
The chat is like, God damn, Danielle.
If you want to be in control of the situation, you have to take control, whether he raped you or not. Like, you're a woman. You have a fucking essence and a vagina. Take control of the situation. Make him feel like a piece of shit. Control him to the point where you can knock these CDs out and be done.
But the thing is, like, I mean, what he said, what you're quoting Kesha as is the money's still gonna go to people that are, that sexually assaulted her.
Legally, she cannot get out of it,
understand,
though.
Danielle, understand that, but you got to understand, like, there's no way. Why are we looking at that? There's no way, like, she can just grind out albums like that. Even if they restrict her to 1 a year, she's gonna be 35 by the time that's done. And,
Well, make the
and
most
for her
of it.
career, that's not gonna be good for her.
Don't let him take control to the point where you're like, oh, I have to make these albums. Oh, and you half-ass them for the next 7 years. Like, just take control and rock it.
If I can just say this, because again, I'm not defending anybody here, but let's just say hypothetically this did happen. It fucks your mind up when somebody has raped you and sexually assaulted you, and how is that going to affect your psychology when you want to produce
that,
music?
but I'm not going to let it affect me more than it should. I'm going to flip it and make it beneficial on my part because I'm in control. Fuck this record
But you
label.
just saw when he called her a refrigerator, she had to check into a mental institution to get over that because she developed bulimia because he said she was fat. Now imagine her being raped, what is going through her psyche right now.
I'm sorry, but you take control and you fucking run it. Fuck these dudes. Like, rape you, call you bulimic, call you fat. I don't give a damn. Take control and don't let them have the upper hand.
If I may.
Yes, sir. Yes, please.
Birthday boy, please. Chime in.
Please do.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
While for the most part, I agree with you two dudes are saying. Because, she's either, she's affected by all this. But what Danielle's saying, as much as you go like, whoa, she is speaking to empowerment.
You're fucking right. I've been there. Like, I'm not going to let you control me to the certain point. You've already controlled me. Like, I'm not going to let you ruin anything else. Like, I'm in control. Fuck you. I'm going to make the best of it, and it's going to be awesome.
When you are an artist, either you starve until things work out your way, or you get in bed with commerce to get your product out there. And every time you get into bed with commerce is going to most likely fuck you. And you have to know that this is part of the deal.
This is rape. Allegedly.
Corey,
I'm just going to put my opinion out there. I'm of the opinion, let's just say this happened. you know, it's a very psychologically traumatizing thing, and it's easy for us to say who have not been violated, oh, just go out and make those albums and do what you need to do. At the same time, we don't know, and this guy, no one is on this guy's side except, you know, the law. and
That's significant.
yeah, and it just seems like there's nothing to like really say. No one is standing back and saying there's nothing we can do because we don't know anything about what happened here with either of this.
Well, I'm saying that.
Yeah, I'm saying that too.
Like even when I read it, I was like, wow, that sucks if it's true. But until I get his side of it, I can't really like render a judgment one way or the other. Not that anybody's even asking me to.
The thing is, I mean, at the end of the day, this is going to help Kesha's career. This is going to damn near halt his because nobody's going to want to work with him. I'm an accused rapist. I need let's pretend. Let's just say it didn't happen. And I'll be like, and you know, this story's still out there. Kesha's not going to come out and say, well, no, he didn't. I was just saying that to get on my contract. That stigma of being you are a rapist is going to stick with him whether he did it or not.
Yeah, and that's what's so sad about this. Somebody here is being hurt, and we don't know. You know, we just don't know. We can't even say. We can't even begin to say. What I can say is that you can look at this and learn from both. Learn a lot from this. One is, you know, the usual lesson of, you know, we need to stand back and not be able to, you know, not be ready to pick up pitchforks and fire and go after somebody. You know, I'm a believer now of really sticking back, and I've done this myself too. You know, I fucking went after that dude that killed Cecil Line. I wrote a bad review on Yelp.
You went in on that.
We saw him do it.
But he actually did it, you know. But even then, I was like, man, I just need to kind of pull back because there's one day I will go after somebody just because I feel like I'm all about the cause and I'm feeling it in the moment. However,
the cause.
Segue.
Speaking of which,
Loves me some white pussy.
but speaking of cause, I mean, it's Cosby. It is a situation where, and I'm gonna put up fake Cosby. I'll talk about this, but it is a situation where look at the women who were being told like, oh, you're full of shit because why didn't you say something about Cosby a long time ago? Kesha has somebody. She knows several people. She's a big famous person that knows other famous people that will immediately take up her cause. Women who don't have that kind of clout, think about them. What if Kesha had been a secretary going up against this dude? Think anybody be going up? If they knew about it, they would. But you think she'd have a chance at all? No. Think about people who were just going up trying to say, you know, my boss raped me or molested me or violated me, and that boss has a lot of money. He's in a position of power. It's a lesson to be learned here that how much are we actually praising people for their status or how much are we really picking up on the cause, you know?
And the other thing, too, is like I found it, they went after him, like from what I can tell on Twitter and like Facebook and all these celebrities coming out, they're going harder at him than like Bill Cosby did. And Bill Cosby, like 47 people accuse him of it. And this is just one person saying he did this.
Yeah, I know. This is going to go back into court. And if they had to bet money on anything, just because of the, you know, sadly, because of public opinion, Kesha's going to be the one to come out on top.
Well, that's what you do, girl. Work out, get sexy, hair and makeup, write songs, dance your ass off, and come out on top and fuck anybody that you have any type of like ties to. Make the money, make the hits, and you come out on top.
I got a feeling Sony's got the money to just chill and wait. But like, you need this money more than we do. So like, that's how I feel what Sony's gonna do. And like, she signed a 360 deal, which is the dumbest fucking thing she could have did. Because anytime she goes out on tour or anything like that, where artists usually have that money, they give that to the label first, and then they get their cut.
All right. Well, we'll see. The saga continues.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I do not have a lot of faith in this Kesha girl.
Okay. I don't know it like you do. No, I'm not saying anything against anybody. Mammy!